and get started. Good morning to everyone who's joined so far. This is Kurt Charlotte. I'm the Director of Operations Administration here at Charlie's, and I wanted to put together a quick call on some of the benefits of completing ServSafe online. This will be a recorded presentation, and I will post on LearningZen. So for any of you that have team members, managers, district managers that could not join, you'll be able to review this webinar recorded on LearningZen here in just a few days. With that, on LearningZen, I'll have some of the materials that I'll present during the call today. You'll be able to download some of the how-to guides and some of the ServSafe study guides right on the LearningZen course that I post in a few days. So before we get into the actual system itself and walking you through how to utilize ServSafe online to remain certified, I just want to briefly touch base on the importance of food safety with Charlie's. One of our core values here is integrity, and so obviously in order to have integrity, we need to serve integrity food. And as we know, a lot of brands have had issues with food safety over the years, and truthfully, if Charlie suffered some of the problems that Chipotle had, for example, I'm not sure we could survive. So it's important for all of us as a franchise community and as the corporate community that we protect our brand by serving safe food to our customers. And a big part of that is educating our managers on what food safety should look like in the restaurants. So protecting the brand is the important part, and I think along with that, it's just the overall intent of serving safe food to our customers. Presentation, I'm going to walk you through a few things. First, let's start off with some benefits of using ServSafe Online. Obviously, the number one benefit is ServSafe Online does fulfill all the state requirements for food safety certification. Each state has various different laws on who needs to be certified and how many managers need to be certified in the restaurants. But by putting your managers through ServSafe Online, they will meet this requirement, which is also a requirement for us here at Charlie's. As part of the WLO, of course, you're scored on having managers certified in food safety through a program such as ServSafe. Advantage of using ServSafe Online is there's multiple languages available. As you know, we have a very diverse franchisee base, a very diverse team member base, and so the course itself is self-paced online, and it's available in English and Spanish, and the testing is actually available in 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Chinese. So for some of you who may have gone to a ServSafe class before that's taught in English, if you have team members who don't speak English as a first language, that was probably difficult for them. So I think especially for the Spanish-speaking community, the course and the test is available, and then again for the Chinese-speaking community, the test is available in Chinese. Another great advantage of ServSafe Online is it is self-paced. It's completed all online, so you'll not have to worry about travel costs. You won't have to worry about removing a manager from the restaurant for an entire day to go to a class at your local health department or other places that you may take ServSafe. It's done online. You can do 5 minutes at a time, or you can do the whole course all in one day. It's about a 10-hour course entirely. It's very similar to a LearningZen course in terms of just the pace of it. There is some quizzes along the way that kind of help you verify your knowledge. But it's all done online, and it's all done as your own pace, little bits at a time or the entire thing. Advantage of the program that we put together here, working with ServSafe, is give you money. I have negotiated over $50 in savings between the course and the exam from ServSafe. So it will be a bigger cost savings than if you were to pay a manager to go to a ServSafe class in person. Benefit is part of this presentation I will explain how you can become a proctor at absolutely no cost. You can actually administer this test on your own to your own employees. So a franchise owner or a district manager or even a GM could become a proctor for ServSafe. A very simple process on the website. And they have a manager who needs to take the test. They do the self-paced course, and then the proctor would then administer the test right there in the restaurant if necessary, or even in your mall food court. Most importantly, as I touched on earlier, the overall ServSafe program will improve your team members' ability to serve safe food to our guests, which is paramount to being a successful business and having integrity in our brand. To begin, I'm going to start with step 1, which is the creation of an account. And as I do these slides, I'm going to bounce back and forth between the slides and the website. As I said, the slides will be available. They were linked to the call, so you can download them right off of the calendar invite that I sent, or you will also be able to download this on LearningZen here in a few days. So to begin with, a manager is going to obviously go to ServSafe.com. and then create an account by clicking on the Login Create an Account link. So let's go over to the website so I can show you how this looks. So once it goes to the website, the first step that anyone will have to do is to create an account, and they simply click on the Create Account icon up here, and then down here there's a Create a New Profile link. So click on that. It's very similar to logging in or registering for Facebook or Amazon or anything else. The manager would basically put in all their information, their first name, last name, address, and so on, and create a username and a password for themselves, and then register their course online. As they go through the steps, they'll create the new profile, and to complete the new registration form, they will have to enter in a unique email address. So the user will have to have, similar to LinkedIn, they have to have their own email address to create an account. They cannot, share email addresses between accounts on ServSafe.com. Manager or an employee does not have an email account, I would just suggest you simply create an email for them on the free services such as Gmail, Yahoo, or so on. The web user then creates their ID, and then their security preferences, password, and then a password reset, secret question and answer. The user ID you create to log in at any time for repeated visits. You'll receive a welcome email once you register with the link again to how to log back in, and with the customer service number in case you have any issues. After you created the account, the next step would be to contact our ServSafe representative to get the discount. So in order for you to get the discount and get the $50 in savings, you will simply email a gentleman named Winston Banks, and his email is there at the top of the slide and will be available on the Learning Then course that I post in a few days. And simply just email them your username and explain that you need to receive the Charlie ServSafe discount. Give them your username that you created. In this example, I created a username Charlie's 1986. You will then wait for Winston to confirm. I'll send you an email telling you that the discounts have been applied to your account. From that point forward, whenever you order any of the materials on your account, those discounts will be automatically applied. There will not be any coupon code you will need or any discount code or anything like that. It'll just automatically take the savings off of the price of the test and the exam, the test and the course. Created an account and emailed Winston Banks to get your discount. You will need to purchase a ServSafe course for your manager. So, for example, a franchise owner or a district manager, the first step would be you would need to create an account. Once you get your account, then you will be able to create, purchase the ServSafe course and assign the test, as I'll explain here throughout this call. So if you create your account as an owner or a district manager or so on, you need to purchase a ServSafe course to assign it to your manager. So let me walk you through the steps on how to do that. The step, of course, is to log into your account on ServSafe.com. So I'm going to go back to my account here and log in. You're going to simply click on the Buy from the instruction box. Going back to the website, you would simply click on Administrators. You can browse the materials. You can look at the course and manage the courses. You can manage your exams that you've clicked on. And then also quick links here for putting the actual materials. To get to that is go to, on the top here, to ServSafe Manager. And you get products from this point as well. To buy a product, the thing you want to make sure you do is purchase all of the online materials. So load up the website. If you look to the second slide of the presentation, it'll show you want to click on the middle link, the Manage Online Training and Certification Exams. Don't purchase the physical books. You do have the ability to buy the book. They can ship it to you, but that won't complete the course. They need to do the course online. So in order to do that, you click on this middle link. Down, you can see a lot of the different products they have available for you to purchase. But the thing that you want to purchase is the online course and the exam. Very quick one link that you will purchase. See here on my account, it shows you the savings. So again, it's over almost $50 in savings. And you would on Amazon or any online purchasing website, you would just simply add this to your cart. you that you need to have an exam proctor in order to take the exam. And I'll walk you through how to become a proctor here in a moment. Once you pass that warning box, look here at the top right-hand corner. You've got your shopping cart, just as you would on Amazon. Change the quantity. If you want to purchase several courses for a few different managers, you can do that there. And go through the checkout process. The process is very similar to anything else you would buy online. You fill in your shipping information, billing information, review, and then purchase. Purchases are done through a credit card, so you'll use your credit card for payment. You won't need a promo code. The discount, if you've got the confirmation back from Winston, will automatically be applied to your purchase. Once you purchase the course and the exam online, you'll receive an order number upon your confirmation. So check your email address that you used to create your ServSafe account, and you'll have a receipt basically showing you that your purchase has been complete, and it'll give you a purchase number in case you have any issues that you need to contact LearningZen. Once you purchase the course, you need to then assign that to your team members. So with that, you will system, and you click on the account link, and you click on go to dashboard. So you should be in your account. Click back onto the main screen here. And assign those tests through the administrator link. There's several different places. You can do it through the proctor link and so on. For example, manage courses under course activities. You select the course that you want to manage, which is going to be the ServSafe Manager Online 6th edition. If you've purchased the course, you should have a number of available course keys. If you buy one course, you'll have one course key that you can assign. If several course keys, you can assign several at a time. Assigning of a course to a manager in several different ways. You can basically assign it by the email address, assign it by their ServSafe user ID, or create a course key that they would then enter in when they get into the course itself. So my suggestion, honestly, is to have the manager create their user ID by going to ServSafe.com and creating an account, and then click on Buy ServSafe ID, and then you would basically type in their ServSafe ID that they log in with. So, for example, earlier I created an ID called Charlie's 1986. You would type in their user ID. As long as you type it in correctly, you would click Assign, and then next time that manager logs into their account, it automatically have that course available for them to take. Assign the courses. You can select the different options. I recommend ServSafe ID, and then they'll have the course available for them to take. Then once you've logged into your account and purchased a course and assigned it to your team member, they then need to sign in and start the course. Very simple. They log into their account and they click on the ServSafe Manager link up here in the top left-hand corner. Click on ServSafe Manager. A couple different options of things they can do. Up here at the top, there's a link called Take Online Course. So the online course, as long as you've assigned it correctly, the course to start in their account. Or always stay with whatever progress they've had. So start the course and do an hour. Next time you log in the system, it'll just begin them right where they left off. So always go back to the course and review it. You can go back and forth. You can go backwards and see things that you've seen previous days. You can navigate through it very easily. Logs in, they click Take an Online Course, and they're going to click the Launch button and pop up their ServSafe course itself. But then select English or Spanish on the course, accept the legal notice of course, and then the course will begin. The next step to get the online course going is to purchase the exam code for your team members. In that, you follow the same process that you followed to purchase the course. If you purchase the course and the exam code all at one time, that will already be accomplished for you. So in other words, you have the ability to purchase just the course, you have the ability to purchase just the exam code, or you can purchase both at the same time. The reason important is you may have a manager who doesn't pass the test. In case they don't need to retake the the course itself, but they will obviously need to retake the exam. So when you go to purchase products, for those managers that didn't pass the test and need to retake it, you would just simply buy the exam code and have them retake the course. So to buy just the exam code, you would go to the same link. You would click Buy Products, click the link because you want to do an online exam, and the ServSafe Manager online exam voucher to your cart and purchase it in the same fashion you did previously by going to your cart and checking out with your information. Once the exam code, an email address automatically with exam access code. So the example of the email, what it will look like, it will show you what you purchased, how much it cost, and this exam access code is very important. So make sure you save this email, whether you save it in your email program or you print it off, but you're going to need that exam code when you go to actually when your manager goes to take the exam itself. So take special note of that exam code. It's a pretty long code, and you will need that going further. So to make sure you have that code. If you want to administer your own exams, you need to become a proctor. Anybody can become a proctor. You cannot proctor your own exam, but you proctor any other employee's exam in your Charlie system. You go into ServSafe.com and you click on the Instructors and Proctors link up here at the top to the main page. You have the link for Instructors and Proctors. You've got some materials you can read about why it's important to become an instructor or a proctor. You have a link to how to register, and then you've got some support materials. The key for you is you don't necessarily need to be an instructor. Because the managers are taking the course online, that is in essence the instruction of the course. So you just need to focus on becoming a proctor. An instructor would be if you wanted to physically teach a classroom session with your managers and you want to buy the materials, the books, and do an actual instruction of the class, similar to what John Hammond has done here in Columbus. To become a proctor, you just simply register. And my proctor is current, so I don't need to do any registration on mine, but let me show you what it'll look like.
/proctors from the main navigational toolbar. On the page, select Instruct/Proctor Support.
So if you become the proctor and you apply to be a proctor, simply get started. It's a really brief presentation. It explains to you some of the things that a proctor will have to do. It'll teach you how to schedule the online courses. It'll teach you how to print exams, how to look at the certificates after the manager has taken the test. The proctor will have a little quiz at the end. So basically you need to sign off that you make sure the managers don't cheat, they don't use their cell phone during the exam. It's sort of just an integrity check on the proctor to make sure that they're going to administer the test fairly to their managers. So click on Get Started on the Register Proctor, and it'll walk you through the process. I'll ask you if you want to just do the online ordering and the proctor exams, and that's what you want to select. So you do course instruction, you want to select to just be the online proctor. That, you fill out the application process, you take the proctor training, it's very brief. Your very brief small quiz, and you submit your application, and they'll approve you to be a proctor. So in the example, you've created an account for yourself, you've bought a test and a course for your manager, they have an account and they've been taking the course. You finish the proctor process, which you only have to do once, I believe, every 5 years. If you become the proctor, then you would just basically need to schedule the exam. If you schedule the exam, that's when you'll get the proctor access code, which is also important for you when you get the manager to take the exam. When it takes the exam, you're going to need that exam access code that I talked about earlier. You're going to need the proctor access code. So to schedule an exam, you go to your Instructors and Proctors link. So up at the top, you click on the Instructors and Proctors. And then you've got the exam activities link, you've got course activities, but up here at the top, you've got the exam management link. Just click on schedule an exam. Again, it does not cost you anything at all. A little recap again of what the physical facility should look like to meet the requirements. You want to make sure that it's in a quiet space. You don't want it to necessarily be, in the back room of a restaurant. You may need to bring them outside of the restaurant to take the exam so they have a place where they can study and take it fairly. Talks about making sure you monitor them at all times. You don't allow them to cheat, and so on. Once the proctor exam scheduling, basically would select if you want to do an online exam or a print exam. You're going to select online exam and select which language the person who's taking the exam is going to take the test in. So English, Chinese, or Spanish as an example. If you were to select English and you click Continue, you select your organization, how many people you expect to take the exam. So if you've got 3 managers that are going to take it, you put in 3. Type of training is going to be they did the internet-based training through ServSafe.com. The number of training hours, that's not necessary. You enter in the country, the address of where you're going to administer the exam, and then you give the ServSafe Online the date that the exam is going to be given. So schedule the exam for next Wednesday, you would select next Wednesday, and pop it right in the calendar there, and then you click Schedule Exam Session. It'll basically send a quick email, and also give you, I didn't select my organization, give me 1 second. It'll send you an email with this as well. It'll tell you this important information, your session number, and your proctor access code. Again, I know I'm being repetitive, but you're going to need those codes in order to administer that exam to the manager. You have to actually administer the ServSafe exam to your employees. Simple process. The manager who's going to take the exam is going to log into their account. So let's say you go to a library or a quiet space, especially early in the morning in your food court. As long as you have good internet access, you have the manager log into their account. You're going to click on the ServSafe Manager link up here at the top. Take the exam by clicking the Take the Exam link. The course that they need to take the exam. Most of you, it's always going to be the first selection, the ServSafe Manager Certification Online Examination. You would select which version they're taking. Again, whichever version you scheduled the exam for, you want to do it in the same language. Gives them their agreement. They click Accept, and then here's where they're going to need to enter in their exam access code. You have the email from when you previously bought the exam, or you can print it off and have it ready available for you at the restaurant. Once that exam, the exam will begin. They'll ask you for the proctor access code. They put in their personal information, confirm their email and their gender and so on. We'll start basically taking the exam. Next, the exam itself. You will be able to review all the questions before you finalize it. You can go back and forth between questions. They also have this feature where you can click and mark any of the questions you'd like for review. So if a manager is unsure of their answer and they want to review it before they finalize the exam, they can click Mark for Review and then click Next and go on to the next question, and then the exam will give them an opportunity at the end to review those questions they marked. You can always go back to any question. You submit and click Next. It's not that the answers are finalized until the very end. So it's a little different than the Learning Zen course that you may be used to, where once you submit, it's finalized. This will ask you one last time if you're sure you want to submit, and then it'll ask you to type in the proctor access code one last time to confirm that you want to submit the exam and finalize it. You can basically any questions or answers you want to review once you end the exam. Review any outstanding questions, meaning any questions that you did not answer. You can click that button, and it'll give you any ones that you didn't select any answers for. Enter in your proctor access code. You'll finish. It instantaneously will tell you if you passed or not. So doing ServSafe Online is you'll know right away if your manager was passed the ServSafe examination. You have to mail in a test and wait for them to grade it and so on. Now, you won't get the score immediately. It'll take a few days, sometimes a day or two, for the score to come through the email. I'll tell you which questions specifically that you missed, but it will tell you a breakdown of each different section and what your score was overall. So it will say facilities, you got 8 out of 9 questions correctly. Temperatures, you got 10 out of 10 questions correct. So on. Get help. You have an account manager with ServSafe Online. His name is Winston Banks. He's the same gentleman that you will utilize to get the discount. You can call him at any time if you have questions, if you're having issues buying products, scheduling exams, anything that you have questions on. Winston is there and ready to help you. And then there's also the ServSafe technical support contact line. Call 1-800-765-2122 at any time. They will help you through the process if you're having any issues. A couple last key points to keep in mind. If you do the ServSafe online test, I would definitely recommend you find a place that has good internet connection. The manager to be in the middle of taking the test and then have the internet go out, and then you've got to log back in and so on. Managers also have 2 hours to take the exam itself online. Honestly, it normally will not take 2 hours. Managers, in my experience, finish within 30 to 45 minutes. You do have a maximum of 2 hours to take that exam. And I'm always available for you to reach out to if you have any questions or concerns and Winston isn't available to help you. My office number is 614-652-6804. And email address is my first initial K, CIARELOTT@charlies.com. And UPCs will also be available anytime to answer questions on how to administer the ServSafe Online. We'll wrap up this presentation. If you have any immediate questions, feel free to reach out to me via phone or email, and I'll do my best to get your answers as quick as possible. As I said earlier, I will have this presentation recorded and available on LearningZen. So if you weren't able to review it, or some of your managers weren't able to be on the call, you'll have access anytime on LearningZen's website. I appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great day and great sales.